Hey there, Virgo. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com, or of course, you may also simply just follow the links below. And for those of you who missed the manifestation webinar that I did recently about how to enhance and amplify your capabilities to better hone your manifestation skills and attraction skills, you might want to check that out on my website. The replay is available for purchase. It's over 2 hours of content for you to help you get things more precise and fine-tuned, and so you can check it out on my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is happening when it comes to this coming week? Well, this week is overlit by the Judgment card upright, and so this is what's going on behind all areas of your life. Really upregulating and turning on this energy for all concerned. And for a lot of the Virgo experience, it's about hurrying a lot of things to the end. And this does not necessarily have to be a bad thing. Actually, I feel like it's going to be overwhelmingly positive. But the entire week feels as though there is a huge wrapping up of multiple storylines, all in a simultaneous way, layers and layers all kind of going on at the same time, multiple endings. And the reason I say that is because the Judgment card is giving off this sense of culmination, but also at the same time a dispensation. And so that's how I'm kind of viewing these two angels. One is actually bringing culmination, a lot of time spent in maybe certain spaces or in certain stories, certain themes, certain life phases are now coming to a very swift end. We are wrapping up a lot of things that maybe a lot of Virgos have been kind of carrying on as a norm for a while, and the dispensation side of it is bringing in a lot of support, a lot of tools, but also at the same time getting you ready to kind of jump into a lot of brand new beginnings, new beginnings in love, your service to the world, your health, your quality of life. Because the Judgment card does often try to bring transition through tying up a lot of loose ends, closing a lot of stories, closing a lot of chapters through big moments. We usually see these as big moments where, yes, there could be final discussions, big debriefs, the closing meeting, sometimes, yes, the final battle. In a lot of cases, this could be, just sort of a way to culminate a no going back point. It's important to understand, though, when you get this card overlighting all experiences, that the focus needs to be on aiming forward. There is a warning that I'm getting about over-processing. If you are in a space, or maybe you're around people, or maybe you've developed a habit where you tend to over-process things, you've gleaned every bit of information out of it that you need to know, but you are still going back and asking the same questions over and over. Why, how come? There is such a thing as over-processing, and sometimes over-processing is a way for us to protect ourselves from moving into the unknown. It's an ego defense mechanism. It's important to know when we're doing that versus closing up parts of our life that we don't belong in anymore. And that's a big portion of this week. Now, as we get into material concerns, we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, which is actually giving off an incredibly positive energy, even though it's reversed. And I'm feeling that a lot of you Virgo people are getting that sense of dispensation, albeit in an incomplete way this week. Because I'm seeing with the 9 of Cups reversed, you are getting something that is actually that would have made you happy if you got it later, or if it was being delivered or given to you at a different time. It's almost like getting a gift that is just one too many things to receive right now, or it's getting an opportunity that it's just might as well be the straw that broke the camel's back because of too many things to consider. Treat it with love, reverence, and respect. When I say incomplete, some of you may be also getting things that are not completely finished. They're not 100% ready. The way I would describe it is you're getting your dream house, but you have to paint the inside yourself. There is something extra that needs to be done to put things into ship shape. Now, this still could be wonderful news as far as your own personal abundance, your job, or maybe even a breakthrough professional opportunity is concerned. But it's important to allow yourself to really enjoy the fact that you're getting it at all. Because with the Nine of Cups reversed and the Judgment card upright, you are adopting this. You are inheriting this. This is something that is giving you an understanding that you are moving forward in the right direction, even if it may not necessarily look picture perfect in the beginning. Yes, there are caveats. I do feel like there's going to be some high maintenance to this gift in the beginning. It could also be that this gift itself that's being presented to you may be something that is maybe a little bit more expensive or may not necessarily fit a lot of bills the right way right away. It will improve. As we get on to communications and your friends and relatives, we do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and a lot of you Virgo people are most likely going to be in a situation where you are answering a call for help, possibly even getting recruited. I am seeing that there is something happening here where somebody is, in a sense, I'm not sure if they're coming to you for help, protection, shelter, or they are recruiting you to come and assist them, to, maybe even compensate you in some way. They need all hands on deck and they don't have enough hands. There's something happening this week where a friend or a relative, or possibly, yes, even something through your job, something through your career, is going to be asking you to help them fill a void that they have been struggling to fill, or to help them solve a problem that they cannot tackle on their own. You are encouraged to see what you can do without getting too engrossed into it, because I do feel like this is something that will continue to further or propel you on your own personal journey, as well as possibly give you some kind of new resources to come with it. I don't want to say incentive, because this is something that should be, heart-centered, but there is something in it for you. As we get on to love and romance, we do have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And when it comes to love, something is showing signs of not materializing in the way that we had actually anticipated. It does not necessarily mean that anything is wrong, but a plan of action, or maybe even a step-by-step process that we have laid out for either ourselves and a partner, our family, or maybe even with somebody new, is already showing signs of going off that path, going off course, or going off the agenda. Now, the truth is, the Ace of Pentacles reversed is saying the problem is the agenda. It's not necessarily anything wrong with what's going on in the relationship. Now, that might present in a funny way, because some people, they really put a lot of their sense of worth into their agendas and into their lists and their scripts. And so, be careful. Some people will take it personally, and it's important that they understand that they don't have to take things that personally when this kind of stuff comes up. The Ace of Pentacles reverse is talking about something that is flawed in a mechanical way, in a non-human, impersonal way, and so make sure that we're not letting morale slip, and certainly we are not taking it out on each other that this is happening, because I feel like it's such an overwhelmingly positive week. Maybe it's just a sign that we don't need to take this course, we don't need to make this plan happen this way, or we don't need to do the relationship this way. That was our old lives trying to make a relationship happen. Let's upgrade, update, and, live in the new with our relationships as well. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.